Image is clean. It's the basic C920, like basic, mad basic. What's up, guys? How you guys doing, man? It's been a lot of drama lately, you know what I'm saying? A lot of drama, you know, on the Twitterverse, man, the Smash Twitter about Bayonetta, dude. And you know what? Some of the comments I've seen are actually quite disgusting, in my opinion. So we gotta have a little talk, man. Now, of course, you guys feel free to disagree with anything I say, of course. Your opinion is yours and yours only, unless we share the same one. However, just don't gotta insult each other, you know. Healthy environment. Yeah, Twitter is terrible right now. I actually thought about deleting it, then I realized that would be stupid. So, you know, I just been staying off of it. You disagree with everything I say? Makes perfect sense, Uno. Makes perfect sense. But let's not waste any time. Let's actually talk about the debate right now. The hot debate is Bayonetta killing Smash 4? Now, contrary to popular belief, before Bayonetta even comes into the equation, you have many people claiming that Smash 4 is dead. Well, sorry to say, but the numbers say otherwise. Say actually a lot otherwise in terms of the game's health. The game is actually very steady and still alive and kicking, of course. And I only think there's going to be more success following 2018. So, Michaelism, you can kick rocks. Anywho, when it comes to Bayonetta in Smash 4, let's be quite honest. She's the best in the game. I feel like there's really no debate around that. And also, in my opinion, I feel like she's not healthy for the game. That in retrospect, she is not a healthy character for the game by her design. Bayonetta, as a character, the concept is freaking sick. You know, it's awesome to have her in the game. But by design, the things that she can do, no. She's one of the only characters in the game that, well, literally, her recovery is extremely hard to punish. Bayonetta shouldn't be SDing. Let's put it that way. 2, she can ledge stall if she truly wants to. She can time you out if she truly wants to. She has so many options to remain safe, as well as dish out pressure with the threat of witch time or just witch twist killing you like off the top. And I know what you're gonna say, right? Yo, just SDI, bro. Well, doesn't really matter if your SDI can be read and reacted to. So, you know, you're not always going to get out. In some ways, yeah, you can get out, of course. Now, I know all this sounds like, well, damn, dude, we should ban Bayonetta, man. Like, we should get rid of her, man. No, we shouldn't. We should not get rid of Bayonetta. There are ways to beat her. Obviously, it's been showed, like, especially by players such as Tweak, Zero, Leo, for prime examples, that you can win the matchup. Now, some characters, you know, it's an uphill battle, but it's your fault if you're playing Dr. Mario. I don't know what you're trying to accomplish by doing that, but if you're playing Doc thinking that you're about to be a hero and just beat the top Bayonetta, I'm sorry, no. I'm sorry. If you do it, congrats, man. In my opinion, you're a god, but I don't know what you're trying to accomplish by doing that. You know what I'm saying? So, oh yeah, the Buzz too. Hold up, man. Relax. The Buzz is a Bayo killer too as well. If you grind out the matchup enough, given your character has the necessary tools to also handle her, you can win the matchup. However, I feel like people are sitting on the crutch of, oh, Bayonetta is extremely broken, so I just gotta wait out for a patch. Trust me, I would love to see her get nerfed. I hate that character. I would love to see her get nerfed. But what justice do I do for myself as a competitor if I sit on my ass, excuse my language, and wait for a patch? I literally wait for a patch to hopefully solve my problem, because to be honest, most people complaining about Bayo are probably going to be losing to a bunch of other characters to begin with. So Bayo should be the least of your worry. You should be trying to become the best player you can possibly be. So I play Ness, as you guys know. LOL. He's mainly the character that I use versus Bayonetta, a matchup where people argue Ness wins. I think Ness does very well against aggressive Bayonetta players, but against Bayonettas that will camp you out and time you out, he suffers because he lacks the speed to keep up with Bayonetta. Especially if he has to burn his double jump, then, you know, it's not that good, in my opinion. And so a player like Salem, his style of Bayonetta is very difficult to deal with. Do I quit? No, I keep trying to look for ways to effectively combat the matchup with what I have. Against more aggressive Bayos like Mistake, Captain Zack, etc., then the matchup becomes not favorable for Ness, but I'd say close to even or she wins slightly. Now, it's not fun. No matter what, it's stressful to fight Bayonetta. The character can do the same thing. Amongst all the players, you basically have the same tools, and those tools are inherently extremely strong, so they're going to be difficult to deal with regardless of the level. But, like, what do I do? Do I give up? No, you have to keep trying to grind, and progress as a player. That way you can kind of negate just how much of a buff Bayonetta can give to players. So I think the community is taking the wrong approach by complaining over and over and over. Like, sure, she's boring to watch. Sure, it sucks to see your favorite player drop their main for said Bayonetta. But at the end of the day, these players are not playing for you. These players are playing for their own competitive career. Bowser Jr. ain't paying the bills, bro. Bowser Jr. ain't top 8 in a major. Bowser Jr. is not going to give the success that Bayonetta, Cloud, or any other good character will give. So for anybody that is trying to flame Tweak, out of all people, Tweak, who proved for the longest time that he is literally an amazing player with a garbage character, what are you trying to say? Oh yeah, Tweak, you know, man, you're only good because you play top tiers. No, Tweak's good because he's good and because he worked hard to get there. So, the end of the day, it's like, if Tweak wants to pick up Bayonetta, Tweak can pick up Bayonetta. If that's what he wants to do, he has every right to do so. And to be honest, I feel like Tweak never really had to prove, oh yeah, I was good with a low tier, so, you know, makes perfect sense that I'm going to play good characters now. He can do whatever he wants at the end of the day. The hate that I see the Bayonetta players get is disgusting, because of the same hate that I received back in the Brawl days for playing Ice Climbers, or Meta Knight players received hate as well. That's ass. But you know what's not ass? Captain Clutch subscribing for $4.99 for 38 months in a row, my brother. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. And welcome back to the squad, man. Glad to have you back, Captain Clutch. But no, we ain't bringing back Customs, Uno, so relax. Relax. But what I was saying, like, yeah, the hate that the character Bayonetta gets should not correlate with the players that use her. You shouldn't hate Mistake because he plays Bayonetta. It's fine if you hate the character. I hate the character too. I hate her. Like, literally, I hate the way she's made. But that doesn't mean, well, I hate Bayo, so, you know, Mistake, I don't like you either. No, that's not how it should work. But people are really immature when it comes to this, and this isn't just a Smash thing. Spectators usually correlate characters and players together for whatever odd reason, and to me that doesn't make sense, like, at all. Because when I played Fox and Brawl, oh my god, yo, we love NAKAT, blah blah blah. Ice Climbers, oh, I got like some of the same hate that these guys are getting, and it never made sense, because you could be an amazing person and then get hated on, or people hate you because you play a character. It's whack. That's lame. That's literally lame. It's lame. I don't know what to say about that. Granted, some Bayonetta players, you know, people have their qualms with them as people, and I understand that. If you know something about someone, that a certain quality or something they've done that makes them a bad person, and they so happen to play Bayo, okay, I get it. But I mean, the character should still not relate to the person, so that's whack. Viewers, of course, are important in the sense that viewers give the game visibility. Sponsors see the numbers, sponsors like the numbers, so sponsors dive into a game. It's no kidding that spectators are a very important part of the game's health. However, there are certain things that make sense to complain about, and other things where people are just being babies. If you want to complain about Bayonetta being on the stream too much, because, you know, she's over-centralizing the meta, I understand that. When I was watching Frostbite, I saw lots of Bayo matches. Even without, like, you know, the notable Bayos, so to speak, I saw a ton of Bayonetta. Was that fun for me to watch? Nah. Like, honestly, no, it wasn't. But that's really nobody else's fault, to be honest. And Chocolate Thunder is correct. Viewership has nothing to do with the meta. Well, and to a degree, it has nothing to do with the meta. Like, the meta will impact viewership. if the meta is over, like look at doubles for example. Cloud, I'm gonna say Cloud killed teams. So Cloud basically killed teams. It's not interesting to watch. Nobody cares. Blah blah blah. This sucks. Should something be done about that? Sure. Yeah. I get it. But to go as far as banning a character like in singles, like banning Bayonetta, I think there's still a lot more work to be done and exploration in the matchup. And people aren't really like trying their best, in my opinion. Instead, they just take the easy way out to whine. To me, it sounds like a bunch of whining. And I think what's more disappointing is the treatment that the players get that use the character rather than the character itself. Again, like, guys, if you really hate Bayo, you think she's unhealthy for the game, I think she's unhealthy for the game, I hate the character, alright, I'll complain about Bayo. But I'm not going to sit on my ass and just complain. I'm going to work because I don't want to play a Bayo round one of my pools and get upsetted. I don't. I want to win. I want to do everything in my power to beat her. So complaining isn't going to make you win. Practice is going to make you win. And I feel like people fail to realize that. And so they're just waiting on a patch, man. Yo, a patch is going to clear all my problems, man. And then you're going to lose like a whole other batch of matchups because you approach them with the same mindset. This character's stupid, so you know what? I give up. I'm just gonna do whatever. Like, no, come on. Come on. We're all better than that, in my opinion. Well, at least I hope. So, I have a bunch of tweets right here, and so I actually want to react to some of them. But before I do that, I'll actually look at the chat for a bit and kind of answer back to some of the stuff you guys are saying to me. Dog in the hoodie, I don't actually agree with that. It's not unique to Smash, but it's something that is very visible in Smash. But I'm very sure, and I've seen it happen in other games as well. However, I haven't seen it happen in League of Legends, surprisingly. You know what? That game has a lot of stupid characters, but what do I know? I'm a scrub. While it is true that they're whining, it's possible that they just don't enjoy fighting her. Why would you work at something you don't enjoy? It's enjoying it in the first place that made them passionate enough to work hard in the first place. I think it's fair to them to express that without being shat on for complaining. Like I said again, like, you can complain about the character. Like, I totally understand that she's a stupid character. She has tons of tools. She doesn't make sense. I get it. However, if you're just whining, yet you're still competing, like, you didn't quit, you're still competing, but you're just gonna whine every single time, it's lame. Because I feel like you're not taking that emotion and attention you're giving to complaining into actually trying to perfect your craft as much as you can against her. That's my argument. Wait, but isn't beating Bayo a good feeling, or dodging a bullet? It's like both. It's like both, man. Is NAKAT, is the situation kind of like the pre-patch Diddy days? I saw more people complain more back then. It's like pre-patch Diddy. Yo, pre-patch Diddy was pretty stupid, but I think this is worse, and I think it's justifiably worse. Pre-patch Diddy couldn't potentially kill you at 0, so yeah, I think Bayonetta is a worse case in my opinion. But people did complain about pre-patch Diddy indefinitely, of course. Customs are not going to fix the problem in my opinion, and I don't foresee them returning, so. But if you want to give me Twist and Fox, you know, holla at a brother. People out here saying Bayo is broken like they can't also pick her up. I don't really like that argument at times where, yo, if it's broken and you can't beat it, pick it up and see if you can win. I don't think they are. So to be honest, like, if someone's salty about Bayo and like, alright, I'm gonna pick her up because if you could win with her, I could probably do it too. It's mad easy. Nah. In execution, I don't think Bayo is as simple as people try to make her out to be. And even if you do, even if she was simple, you picking her up doesn't mean you're gonna find the same success. Like, so, and other than that, it's like, you know, I hate Bayo, but I'm not picking her up because she's boring to me. I don't like her. I don't like playing her. It's not fun. I either stick to the characters that I'm having fun with. However, now it's up to me to learn the matchup. So what I have to say, NAKAT, is that it is the player's fault to some extent. What would you say if suddenly every top player picked up Bayo and viewership died? It's the player's fault at that point. It's the player's fault for picking up the best character in the game. However, the devs have to make the character that busted to get that kind of outreach in the first place. I think it all starts with the development of the character. We don't create the character. And if anything, if we had control over how characters get nerfed, you already know, man. Bayo would not be what she is right now. I think it all starts with the devs and how they... To be honest, man, I really don't know how you could get through the drawing board and like have Bayonetta and be like, yo, this character's balanced. Yo, we're good. Just imagine, like, bro, Meta Knight. I wonder, when they tested the game, when Bro Meta Knight was done, I wonder who gave the green light. Yo, this guy ain't busted, man. I think he's a pretty fair character. I think Bro DDD's gonna give him a run for his money. He's done. Next character, we're moving on. Who gave the green light? Who gave it? E-Serpent. Just an idea on the Bayo ban stuff. What if customs were allowed? Oh, I just spoke about customs. I don't foresee them coming back or fixing the problem. I agree on that. Not like her earlier level. I definitely won't pick her up because she's uncomfortable to play for me. If Bayo gets banned, do you think people are going to hate the next and calling? I'm thinking Cloud. Oh, yo, so there's actually a comparison that people make a lot with Zero Suit Samus killing like at 34%. What did Nairo recently kill Ken at? 34? That's garbage. No matter how you look at it, like, that's garbage. I think that's bad. That shouldn't exist. It literally should not exist. But Bayonetta is still a strong, like, Zero Suit Samus in that regard is a worse version of Bayonetta, but the fact that she can do that is it's not cool. Like, and people don't flip. People don't flip when they see that. They're like, oh my god, yo, this is hype. Oh, but as soon as Bayonetta, oh shit, you know what? I think it's time to wait for Smash 5. You don't make sense. To me, that's very hypocritical. Captain Clutch, to me, it would make sense to ban the handful of problematic custom. Oh, we back with the... of course, Captain Clutch. My boy is here, man. My boy quit, and he's still fighting for customs. My boy is still out here fighting for customs super hard. My man does not quit. You can't expect competitors to not be as competitive as possible. If a game has a prevailing strategy, then that's on the devs. Absolutely. Exactly. I agree, Dog and Hoodie. ZSS the prototype Bayo. ZSS I have less of a problem with because ZSS is a lot less safe. I can agree with that. She is a lot less safe. But she can still do that. Like, she can still do it. The fact that that is something she has at her disposal is a problem. No matter how you look at it, man. I'm sorry, bro. I've watched enough Sheik versus Zero Suit to know that there's no way Zero Suit should be at death % and be able to kill Sheik. Kill Sheik, or the match should be even. At like 30% Sheik, it don't make sense. It doesn't make sense, man. I'm sorry. No. No. And if you're getting hyped over that and then slandering Bayo, I think it's hypocritical. Of course, that's my opinion. You could be like, yo, NAKAT, you stupid. I'd be like, all right, maybe I am. But I'm not. The way Mistake disrespected my hero fatality last night, taunting against him with such a Auburn character. Maybe I wouldn't mind Bayo less if her players were respectful, but they are all toxic. That's not true. Not all Bayo players are toxic. Some, yes. Some, yes. I understand, and I understand the hate that some of the Bayo players get for the way that they act. However, for the ones that don't necessarily act that way, they get grouped into that. And it doesn't start with people just knowing how they are. It starts with how the character, like, what Bayo is, like, what she is. I can't tell if this is a bait. What are you talking about, Strides? I don't know how long you've been here, so I don't know what you're talking about. If you haven't been here, then you missed a lot. I'm going to put this on YouTube, thankfully, so you can watch it. But no, this is not a bait. Trust me, this is not a bait. But now, I'll read a couple of your comments in a bit, guys. So save your comments if you want me to react to them. But I'm going to actually look the Captain Falcon comment. I didn't see it. Yo, I didn't see a Captain Falcon comment. I'm sure I don't. Wait, oh, I think you're talking about the one where he's talking about fatality versus mistake. If so, it looked like it could be worded as a bait. So I won't necessarily be like, nah, Strides, nah. Yo, Haroon, what's good, buddy? What's good, buddy? NAKAT, please return to the scene. Nah, I retired. Let's see. I need to stop saying that before people actually believe me. I mean, you kind of can't say that I've retired. Sorta. Maybe I'll be back. Maybe I'll be back. Maybe soon. Alright. So, Tweaks tweets last night. These tweets were spicy in my opinion, but I think they were very much needed. Like, very, very, very much needed. Very much needed. Okay. So, he says, you all effing suck against Bayonetta, lol. Obviously, not everybody sucks against Bayonetta, but for the most part, most of the community, even some of the top players, do still have difficulties with the character and some simpler aspects that could easily be worked on, but people inherently just don't try hard enough. I can agree with that. Honestly, I can agree with that. I don't think he's, well, the way he said it was rude, but obviously Tweak was frustrated, especially by the amount of crap he's getting as a person just for him picking Bayonetta. I don't feel like his tweet was unjustified, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. I would be one of the best players in the world with any character in the game. I've proven this multiple times. I don't think he meant that so literally, like he's going to pick up a low tier. Because people, I don't even want to click on some of these tweets because the comments are so stupid and like gym-fueled. I couldn't deal with it. I literally woke up this morning, because I saw this today. Woke up this morning, I was like this. Woke up. Looked at my phone. I read a couple comments. I just went back to sleep. I couldn't deal with it. But no. Tweak, obviously, best Bowser Jr. in the world. Best Cloud. Potentially could be the best Bayonetta. Who else does he play? Donkey Kong is amazing. Like, he's proven time and time again that he can play a multitude of characters at an exponentially high level. Best player with any character? Obviously not, and I don't think he meant that literally, of course. So, like, y'all can't try to bash on this man, especially after he's shown time and time again, like, I don't actually need Bayo. But if he wants a player, he can play her. It's his choice. Like, not playing for you. This community disappointed me even more than it already does today. The ignorance is ridiculous. Ignorance toward, yes, this topic in particular, I agree with him. It is disappointing. Especially the way, like, some notable people handle it as well. NAKAT knew not to say best DK because we have DK. Shut up. The jabs at DLC, whether it's low-key or not, are so annoying, especially when it's people with thousands of followers. I don't particularly agree with that. I think if the jabs are, like, for fun, it's fine. Like, I think it's fine. Because DLC's stupid. They're stupid. For most of them, at least. They're stupid. I think it's funny. Like, but if you're being serious about it, I mean, you're also entitled to do that as well. Like, I don't know. To some, it'll be funny. To some, it'll be annoying. Some just won't care. Bayonetta is the best character in the game, but she's the best character in the game with multiple potential losing matchups. That sounds effing fine to me. So, if we're gonna, I'm gonna compare this a little bit to a different Smash game. Not Melee, because it's not my, like, you know, strong suit game, but Brawl. I need y'all to understand this reality, right? I need y'all to actually grasp this reality as hard as you can. Bayonetta in this game, how many losing matchups does she have? To be honest, I don't know if she has losing matchups. I'm going to be real. I personally don't know if she has losing matchups, and if she does, it's probably like 1 or 2 characters. And Brawl Meta Knight lost to no one. He lost to nobody. Nobody. I need you to understand that. And the characters he beat, he didn't just beat them. He negated characters. Like, literally. Literally. Like, so even, let's say in theory, Bayonetta had 5 losing matchups, or 4. That's nothing in comparison to the level of shutdown that Brawl Meta Knight did to the cast. And to follow back, you had Ice Climbers in 2nd place that almost did the exact same thing. So, in reality, the way Bayo is to our current meta is fine in comparison to what the last Smash game was. But multiple potential losing matchups, I don't know about that. That's everybody's opinion, right? Some people believe Diddy beats her. Others believe Bayo wins. If I were to really think about it, I'd say that she doesn't lose any matchups. But of course, again, that's my opinion. You could say, yo, NAKAT,
I don't know. NAKAT, go to sleep. Or NAKAT, you stupid. Or you can say, yo, man, I agree with you, man. Yeah, high five. It's up to you. Sure, she's broken. That's rough. But before you want to say some BS, at least become mediocre or knowledgeable of the game. I could agree with that. I don't really have to elaborate on that too much, to be honest. So he will make a character that's basically broken so they can best see what end. You a conspiracy theorist right now. Fox def chocolate thunder, my boy. Fox does not go even with Bayo. Please, man. And whatever alternate reality you living in, bro, warp me over, son. Take me with you. Me and other top players have set so many examples to do well against Bayo, but you're all too lazy because wiggling your stick fast is too much for you. Okay, a lot of people harped on him for saying that. And again, like looking at the direct wording of the tweet, I don't think he was being as literal as wiggling your stick. Like that's the only thing to do. But people, I think most of the time people like take things the way they want to rather than the way it obviously is set out to be, which doesn't make much sense to me, to be honest. But no, some people actually don't feel like wiggling their stick and they die for it. So you need to just accept the fact that. What did he say? Oh my God! Wait, I want to see what this guy said. He got bodied. He got bodied. Oh my gosh! Oh my God! Anyway, if you have to wiggle your stick, guys, wiggle the stick. You're not being ignored. I just can't really read anything right now because I'm going over this. After this, I'm going to be looking at the chat and answering you guys and reacting. But yeah, like. You literally wiggle the stick. I don't understand. No, some people like they'll tell you, okay, you got to SDI this way, right? And some people in execution or in game, they just don't feel like doing it. They don't feel like doing it, and they die and they get tight. I don't feel bad for those people, to be honest. And of course, you know, it's not the same as wiggling the stick. Like you can't just do that, obviously. But yes, many people have set examples of how to combat her. But most people, in my opinion, rather complain about her than actually work to try and get better at the matchup in the ways that they're getting bodied for. I remember for the longest time, I'm like also a victim of this. I was getting bopped by Bayonettas, man. I was getting lucky. I don't know what was going on, man. They just really sucked versus Ness like at the beginning, so I was just getting by on that. But once that's ended, like I didn't know how to SDI at her stuff, man. So if I got caught, I got bodied. So I stayed up for what, 2 hours with Korean, practicing SDI, wiggling my stick. And it benefited me a lot. A lot. And that's the work that you have to do. It took 2 hours, but hey, I was DIing better. way better. Way better. Dag, man. But sometimes I get bodied anyway. So, hey, she's broken. She's broken. We get it. Alright. Sorry for being spicy. He shouldn't apologize for that. It's just, I've given this community so many chances and it never pulls through. You guys basically want this game to die at this point. The complaining, I don't think will actually kill the game. It just gives the community like a bad image. But to be real, like, I think people complain in every game. Some more than others. But I think it's very apparent in most games, you know? My Ness vs. Cloud is atrocious. Oh, let's not talk about that, man. Let's not talk about Ness vs. Cloud. But yeah, like, some of these replies to Tweak are just so bad that I don't even want to, like, ugh. No. And I think some people are just being spiteful because they were salty that Tweak was right in a lot of cases. I used Junior at the start of Smash 4 because he was my favorite character. I created his metagame and did well. But he sucks. Yes. So what is Tweak gonna do? Is Tweak gonna stick with a bad character? No. Tweak has a goal. Tweak wants to be the best player in the world. He's not doing it with Junior. He's gonna pick up characters that he enjoys and that are also great. And Tweak has every right to do so. Tweak doesn't have to play Junior for anybody. Tweak's competitive career relies on Tweak making decisions that are going to help Tweak. Not going to help Jim 2000 that wants him to main Bowser Jr. and drop everybody else. Damn. Yeah, like people were, oh my god. All right, I'm getting off his Twitter. I'm getting tight. I'm getting tight looking at some of the stuff he quoted. Some of the stuff he quoted is actually pissing me off. Okay, guys, I'm looking at the chat again. Wait, people are triggered over taunting? I think getting triggered over taunts is as bad as cheering. I get triggered over taunts when I'm streaming playing Smash because I think it's funny. I think it's funny. Like, oh, he taunted me? I'm gonna whoop his ass. But, like, if you're actually getting, like, butthurt over taunting, like, come on, man. You're just as bad as the people trying to ban cheering. I dare Tio to ban taunting. Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. He taunts when he throws people. No, there's definitely a way to be disrespectful with taunting. Like, imagine, yeah, like you're saying, okay, grab someone, you throw them, taunt immediately after. They run up at you, you hit them away again, taunt immediately after. Okay, you're just being a jerk now. Like, you're being a jerk. And it's understandable for some people to get salty at that, but not to the degree that people actually get salty. They make it seem like, oh, yo, he's taunting like that? A terrible human being doesn't deserve to breathe. Like, that's extreme. But to be honest, that can also be seen as a strategy. You throwing someone away, taunt. The character's already annoying as hell. So if you get swatted away and they're taunting on you, you're basically letting them get into your head. And yeah, but like, I can understand if people get annoyed by that or don't like the player because they do that. You know, if they're obviously being disrespectful with it. But I've seen some taunts, just not even like taunting that's obvious taunting to not disrespect the player. People getting tight. Why are they taunting? It's like, okay. People used to get tight at eSim back in the Brawl days because he always used to taunt. But Brawl eSim, it made sense why people were getting tight. But, you know, to each their own, to each their own. All right, I'm going to react to stuff that you guys are saying in the chat. I basically read Tweak's comments, so. NAKAT, can you say hi to me so I can go wiggle my stick in peace? I'm ignoring you. How balanced do you think Smash 4 is, you know? So, let's see. Pre-DLC, I think Smash 4. So, imagine we didn't have DLC, right? And they patched Smash 4. And, like, we have the current build. I think the game would be close to perfect. But with DLC, I'd say it's still pretty balanced. Pretty. I don't agree with blaming the devs anymore. We know that we aren't getting patches unless we get Smash Switch. These players need to think about their careers in the long term. If they try so hard to win that they kill the competitive future of Smash, everybody loses. Okay, so that's difficult because you can't tell someone who to play. Players shouldn't have to like sacrifice what's going to make them win in order to keep people watching the game. Because to be honest, if that's the case, then like I think it falls more on the spectator to understand that part of competition, but they don't. So instead, they harp on the player as well as the character. I feel like there's no real solution that's going to satisfy everybody. But I will 100% never support telling someone, don't pick up Bayo because if you do, the game's gonna die. Like, no. To be honest, I'd rather watch 9B, Vinny, or NAKAT chain grab and set up desyncs into grabs with Ices than watch people get hit by mistakes. 47th heel slide. Well, if you're getting hit by 47 heel slides, to be honest, like, that's a problem in itself. I'm about to bring Onet at a tournament and get bodied. Can I get some emotional support in this trying time? Also, I just got back in the game. I heard you hit some trouble. Sending love from Florida. Oh, dude. Yeah, my life sucks. Right now, it sucks. That's why I've been gone for so long, but that's an entirely different story. East Serpent. NAKAT, let's talk hypothetical for a second. All the top players are very known and basically are what viewers come to see and are also basically the faces of the competitive scene. So let's say more than 50% of them or more pick Bayo to win because it's logically the right move to win. Let's get your thoughts on that scenario because it's very likely to happen. One, I don't think it's very likely to happen. I think if it were to get to that point, it would have happened already. It would have happened already. If it ever gets to that point, yeah, that's going to suck. But again, I don't blame them for doing it. Like, I can't be mad at them for wanting to pick the best option to win. Like, I can't. So, woo! I don't know what to tell you. That's like a really complicated question, to be honest. But I don't think it's going to happen. To quote a top player, Myron, Bayonetta is Brawl Meta Knight waiting to happen. Nah. 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 Myron is just tight because he can't beat Riot. This is Florida drama. I'm out of there. Okay, but if you tell that people will not watch Smash 4, Bayonetta is all they see, and you say, well, I want to win, what are you going to do once that virtue dies out in Sponsors League? Keep saying I want to win, but the game dies. Like, it dies. There's no answer to satisfy everybody. You can't control who players pick, and you can't satisfy the spectators. Like, imagine that, right? Imagine a world where, because spectators enjoy watching the game so much, and they are important to the game's lifespan, imagine a world where we as competitors picked characters solely because that's what the spectators want to see. How, in any way, that's not right to the players competing at all. And in some cases, a lot of players' careers are going to suffer because of that. Imagine I picked Ness into every matchup because people want to watch me play Ness. I'm going to get dumpster babied by Clouds, really good Clouds. I don't need to name all the matchups. You can't do it. You can't. So there's no way to fully satisfy the spectator base. And then the player base, well, what do we do? Like, are we really unsatisfied? I think the issue we have with the most is that we don't like Bayonetta. Like, she's not healthy for the game, so it's not fun to fight her. But to be honest, that's really the most of our problems at the moment. People are still watching Smash 4 regardless of all this Bayo BS, but I feel like people just whine after every major, like every single major. And I'm not innocent. I've made tweets about Bayonetta also, because I hate that character. But that's not going to stop me from, like, practicing to beat her, or that's not going to make me hate Mistake. I barely know Mistake as a person whatsoever. So, like, just because he plays Bayo doesn't mean I'm going to hate him. I don't feel bad for them. When they SD, I'm happy. I don't feel bad for them. When they SD or jank happens to them or something, lilated, I don't feel anything. Don't care. But the person behind the controller, don't have a problem with, unless, of course, they're a terrible person, which is how it should go. You think Bayo carries people such as players who came out of nowhere? Yeah. Not all. Definitely not all. Melee's top 8 players, almost all people that main or have a Fox on the side, and people are convinced that it's fine. Well, Melee players were like, they are the diehards of diehards. They will follow that game until the ends of the earth, and I respect them for having that much devotion to the game. Fox is stupid. Fox is very stupid. But a comparison I absolutely hate, to the bone, is when people try to compare Melee Fox and Bayonetta. Melee Fox has severe weaknesses that can be exploited by other top tier characters really hard. Like, he has some really bad weaknesses as well as he has extreme good strengths. But, like, you cannot try to compare that to Bayonetta, a character that has the ability to remain as safe as possible and super rewarded off of the most minimalistic interactions. You cannot compare the two. Sorry, no. Well, then Delta SSB4, you're looking at the word carry wrong then, in my opinion. Like, obviously, so, like, a player's best character will allow them to perform most of the time, you know, given the matchup, in the best possible way, like in the best of their ability, right? So what can you say? Like, you know for a fact that Ness doesn't carry players. Ness isn't a character that can carry players. He has really exploitable weaknesses, and his strengths are pretty good. Not the best, but are pretty good. Character like Bayonetta with almost no weaknesses, and crazy, you know, strengths. It's like, okay, like, it is going to enhance performance. It will. Like, it will, undoubtedly. I love to ask the top players if they actually have fun playing the game. Some will tell you the truth and some will lie. I don't really think you're going to get too much out of that. Puff doesn't have a 0% kill on Fox for nothing. That's still, and even though she has that, that's still a matchup that sucks for Puff. Because we don't have patches, we as a community have to make up for it with our decisions. I think people are really waiting. Like, people are really waiting for Smash for Switch to come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're waiting hard. But to be honest, there's no guarantee. I personally think we're going to get a Smash for Switch. I don't think it'll be Smash 5. I think it'll be a port with added stuff. You know what I'm saying? But people want a balance patch and are waiting for it. They refuse to work currently because of the fact there might be one. And I think that's what hinders the community growth the hardest. I'm switching on layouts. Yeah, boy! I can still talk about this. I'm just gonna jump around and stuff. Alright, mic is closer. You guys let me know how the game audio is in comparison to my voice. Or actually, I'm gonna turn off the music since I got this hot Tokyo Ghoul music playing. You know what I'm saying, man? She poisoned our water supply, burned our crops, and delivered a plague unto our houses. We're not getting Smash 5. Smash 4 is not doing bad and hasn't been long enough to warrant a Smash 5. They gonna port this game like they ported the rest of the Wii U games. Bet money, side bet me right now. Shake my hand. Shake my freaking hand. Shake it.